music from a very early age. I asked my parents to get us a piano when I was 8, and I sat down and I could play it right away.
We knew there was something special with this song. Chris Montan was saying, God, you can just hear the 100 strings cranking on that.
By the time I was about 15 or 16, I knew I was going to do music. I went to Disney thinking, I'll work there for 6 months and then I'll go back to being a songwriter. And 31 years later, I never left. The storytelling nature of a musical is different than a regular animated film. I'm trying to keep the quality level consistent. That's when I really started falling in love with the theater business.
This score would not be what it is without Chris Montan's guidance, wisdom, and talent. He is a secret weapon of the Disney company, and we are so excited to work with him.
I was always artist first, but it was Alan Menken or Phil Collins. They're there to make these people better.
I'd like to thank Chris Montan. Chris Montan.
Chris Montan!
I never dreamed I would get to do what I got to do. These movies and these songs last forever.
Of the Walt Disney Company, Disney legend, Chris Montan.
Thanks, Bob and Cameron, and thanks to the Disney Legend Committee, particularly Tom Schumacher and Alan Bergman. The great thing about working at Disney was that music really mattered. To give you an example, show of hands, what are your most favorite Paramount songs? Okay, how about your favorite 5 Disney songs? Well, there's a reason for that, and it really started with Walt. Walt was really the first filmmaker who used songs as an integral part of his storytelling process, maybe the first, and it wound up with all those great classics like Snow White, Pinocchio, and Dumbo. So when I got to Disney, I thought, what's our best possible and highest ambition? And for me it was, could we try to replicate those same great successes that Walt had had in our era? And with the help of so many amazing, the greatest songwriters of our generation, Howard Ashman, there's so many, Alan Menken, Tim Rice, Elton John, Stephen Schwartz, Phil Collins, Bobby and Kristen Lopez, and my Frozen gang who are all right here, love you. And finally Lin-Manuel Miranda. I like to think that we got some of that same achievement that Walt was able to do. I wish you guys could have all been on the phone with me and experienced what it's like to hear a Phil Collins play You'll Be in My Heart for the first time over the phone, or Alan Menken working on Go the Distance. When Phil and I were working on Tarzan, it was very early on, I said, don't write anything yet, Phil, but he's kind of a word machine. So about a month later he called me and said, I've got something I want to play you. And I went, okay. And he played You'll Be in My Heart. And the chorus was perfect. But the verse I thought still needed some work. And I went, well, Phil, I love the song. We have a hit chorus, but I think the verse could be stronger. Then I put my hand over the phone and I thought, you know, I'm telling Phil Collins his song, like nobody's doing that at his record company, right? But that was my job. And he went, so I took my hand off the phone and I went, how's this gonna go? And he goes, right, I'll call you back. And the next day he called me back, come stop your crying. Perfect. The whole song as it was written in the movie and that won the Oscar. That's what my life was like. I'd like to thank my family for being here. They flew in from all parts of the country. And I would especially like to thank you, the Disney fans, because you're the ones who we did this for. You know, I woke up in the morning and I tried to imagine, I wanted to make a song that your uncle would like as much as your niece and your grandmother. We tried very hard to be universal with our melodies, and it was such a great experience, and I thank you, and I hope that you'll all keep singing along. Thank you.